Hey guys, this is Joe from joecolantonio.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to test a REST service using Quick Test Professional and Microsoft's WinHTTP COM object. Okay, first I'm going to need a REST service, so what I'll do is I'm going to use the sample application that comes with HP Service Test. And the sample application provides a sample REST service, so I'll be using the second endpoint in the sample application. Okay, also, I'm using the WinHTTP request object from Microsoft. And if you go to this URL, you'll see all the properties, events, and methods that this object provides. Okay, so in Quick Test Professional, I'm just going to step through each line of code. So the first line is I'm grabbing the request that I'd like to send to the service. So to get that, I'm going to start up the sample application, type in the letter H, click enter, and this is going to bring up the service test sample flight applications documentation. And what I want to do is I want to post a reserve order. So I'm going to use this URL and this request. So I'm going to take this body, and in Notepad I'm going to copy it and save it as body.xml. Okay, so the second line of code, once I have a my REST body object set up, I'm going to convert that to a string, and then I'm going to set some variables that I'm going to use for the HTTP header that I'm going to send along with the REST request. The first is the URL and the content type, which is text/XML. Second one, I'm going to instantiate a WinHTTP object. Next line, I'm going to open a HTTP connection to an HTTP resource, and this is where I'm going to reserve order post, and the URL is the URL we saw in the sample applications documentation, so we're using this URL. So the next line, I'm simply going to set up my headers that I want to send with my request. Then I'm going to set my request header again for the endpoint. Next line, I'm just going to send my request now with the header information that I did beforehand, and also the body of the REST that we copied from the sample application. I'm going to get the request. I'm going to close the object, set it to nothing. I'm going to print the response to see if it worked. So let's run it and see what happens. Awesome. If we look at the response, there's no SOAP fault, so we know it passed. We got a order number, and we got a total price returned to us. So great, this worked. And that's just a simple way how you could test a REST service using Quick Test Professional and Microsoft's WinHTTP object.